This is Angela with Creatively Done. Today, I'm going to show a video on how we use the frame that were 3D printed for our litter boxes. I use pine litter, and I have a double system here with a top litter box. And as you can see, when the cats go, they kind of scuffle up all the litter. Okay, well, I usually just pull it forward just a little, make sure it stays on camera, and I normally spread it through. You'll see in this one how there's holes in the top bucket. Okay? I set this one to the side, and in the bottom there's a frame, and the litter doesn't come up above the structure, so any wetness or anything that's spent, the dust is because they went and it absorbed the pee, so there's no smell. I usually just pick it up where it isn't wet, take it off and put it to the side, and then I take this, which is a solid litter pan, and I quickly but noisily shift through it. Plain old little blue litter scooper. And, oh, I'm sorry, I should have put the new one over here. So I take a PetMate, I use the Jumbos. I use a PetMate Jumbo, and if you can't see that, I'll post the link below. And inside of it, I have a frame. So I set this here, put the frame for the bottom, and then, as I'm scooping, kind of spread it out so it's anything that's been used, shuffle it, and hopefully this isn't too weird to see my chubby little arm coming across. But as I do this, I put it in a clean litter box. I usually do this as quickly as possible. And again, I don't have bat wings, I have angel wings because I'm Angela. But I just put it in the clean litter box. And then this stuff will be recycled. We use it in the yard, along the fence, underneath. It's cat urine, they're all healthy. We don't put it anywhere where there's vegetables or fruits or whatever. We just put it along the fence. And it kind of keeps other cats out of the yard too, I found. And they know their territory, but our cats are not outside. They are all former ferals. But as you see, I'm putting it, and it goes under the frame in this new clean. And I'll show you the top one. I'm trying to hurry up and not talk too much, so this is nice and short, because I know the attention span for people. But what this has done, and this is the reason why I'm making this video, I have 4 cats. I used to have 6. 2 of them have passed on. But I use one 40-pound bag of pine litter from Tractor Supply in probably 4 to 6 weeks, maybe longer. And it's $7 a bag, tops. And the litter pans I got from, I believe, Chewy. You could get them on Amazon or whatever. And I think I got those on a special. But what I do, I take a bucket and the litter that was spent, and I just dump it in there so it's nice and clean, close it up. Doesn't smell because pine litter has, and the cats don't mind it at all. This one is set aside to be clean, so I just switch the litter that's been clean. There's the support frame that was used. This is a new support frame. And you can see that we could add a little bit more litter from the top bin that was there. And I'm just adding a little more so it doesn't get all wet. So the pine litter is doing the work, and I don't have to wash these every day. I do wash them. I'm going to set that aside and get a clean and show you. We'll see if you can see this clear enough. Can you see the holes in the litter pan? See the holes in the litter pan? I did this with a 1/4-inch drill with a piece of wood underneath it. There's an instructable on this, but you have to be very careful, and I took my time, and I'm not a drill person. You could map it out and do every other hole. You could do less holes if you want to, but when they pee, it's better to have them as many holes as you can. So now I put this on top of the new clean litter box, and I take the other litter that was there, but not used, and you can see it doesn't cover enough of the top bin. So I have another bucket of clean litter. I take a scoop out, and I add it to the top bin. Make sure that you cover it. You can put as much or as little as you want. But I don't put too much because then it's too heavy for me to move. And then I move that out of the way. This litter box is now clean. That one is the one that's going to be washed. And I set it down in their little litter area, which is down below. And that, my friends, is it. Here's another. I have 4 cats, therefore I have 5 litter boxes. Or is it only 4 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, no, I have 5. 5. One of them, and I set this over to the side. This will get washed. I have a smaller cat who likes her smaller litter box. Same principle, but this one, I don't need a support frame because the top litter box sits enough. Can you see that it has enough space so it never touches the bottom of the underside or the lower one? Now, you could work this out if you want to. Two litter boxes the same size do require the support because then it lifts the top pan away. But you can see in this one, well, nobody peed in this one, so I don't have to do anything with this one. But this one doesn't go all the way in. See how it just sits on top? That one's done. And that, my friends, I'll get another one to see if there's a better picture of the, no, this is a clear one. Clean litter box, clean frame. This one has a smaller support. Our cats aren't that heavy, but I like the ones that are a little thicker. Move it to the side. Take the next litter box that needs to be cleaned. Pick it up here. Take a look underneath. Nothing is really done, but since it's a Saturday here, I'm going to do this one too, and I'm going to end this video so it's nice and short. But that's how you do it. There's an instructable for how to do the holes. And, oh, I'll show you this. When we haven't gone, no one peed in it, you won't see any of the dust. I moved it around. You see how everything is still solid, but you see nothing is above the frame line. That means that they stay dry until somebody pees on it. Oh, and if they poop, which is important, you just scoop it out of the top. You just scoop it out of the top and throw that away. It won't go through to the bottom. And the cats do not mind it. They have never minded it. In fact, I switched a wonderful, she's gone now, a wonderful older cat from a fancy litter system to pine litter, and she didn't mind it at all. So, and as you can see, I'm going to pan up a little bit so you can see my guys just kind of sitting there in the background. There's 3 of them. The 4th one is over there in her little condo. She's free to come out. But these guys just don't mind them at all. I'll see if I could close in on these and give you a shot of, on the pillow we have Cupcake, a.k.a. Miss Piggy, Mau Mau, who's my oldest, about 14. Doug is over by Honey's condo. He's gray. You probably won't be able to see him, but hopefully you will. And they all live in harmony. They're all former ferals, and we took them in. Mama was first. Honey was a rescue from colonies that we did up in Orlando, and Cupcake and Doug were from the property here that were roaming around. They lost their sibling, unfortunately, to a hawk, and they've been here 5 years. We took them in, brought them into the room, and they love it. You can see. They just got done eating, and they're all happy, and I thank God and every other deity for that. So I hope this video is helpful. And there's Doug is going to sing for us. And are you going to sing, Douglas? That's Douglas Fairbanks, because he's fair. Okay, that's all there is for that one. Don't forget to get something creatively done, whether it's art, cats, dogs, or whatever. He wants to go up and see Honey, and Honey is not the friendliest cat. She's free to come out. Her condo that we have over here is just because she likes to eat in her own spot. Same thing over here. We have a crate here that was my Mastiff's that Cupcake eats in. And Doug usually eats, let's see if I could raise the video up. He usually eats, we call it up on the terrace, which is up above. So let's see if I can get it to, there we go. He usually eats up on the little terrace part next to the barn. And there we go. And they sit in the window. They are happy, adjusted, well-loved cats. Thank you for watching. Get something creatively done. And if you could see them, they're going to all sit in the window now because it's after lunch. And there we go. 3 of them in the window. Honey's still making her way out into general population. Have a great day and get something creatively done.